So yeah, hello and welcome to my tutorial for the Any Percent speedrun of Titan Quest. In this video I will show you one run for Titan Quest and I will commentate over it, do a full commentary on what you have to focus, where you have to pay attention, and what you need to know to perform a speedrun yourself. So a quick notice before we start. As you can see, I'm playing on the Anniversary Edition, which is currently available on Steam. I would recommend to play the Anniversary Edition if you want to speedrun. It's by far the fastest version, because you can get to the options here and set the game speed. That's only available in the Anniversary Edition. And yeah, since we can't set it, I normally go for very fast, and yeah, that's it. If you don't have the Anniversary Edition, we have split leaderboards, so you can also play on the old Immortal Throne version, on the CD version. Just one thing, there is a popular fan patch, and I really would recommend to not use the fan patch. Normally in speedrunning you use a version of the game which was released by the developer and not modified, and the fan patch does exactly this. So all runners which did a run on the old Immortal Throne version agreed to not take the fan patch, and I would recommend that if you want to do one run for the old Immortal Throne version, you also don't use the fan patch. So yeah, let's keep going, let's play. I already have a tutorial character here. I actually got dumped in this run. This is the second take for the recording, actually. So, just let's start. So, the timer is not running because the timer will start as soon as I start moving. So, let's start the run in 3, 2, 1, and go! So the first thing I normally do is checking these guys here, because the one in the middle has an armor and a weapon, and he actually didn't have a weapon. Ah, a copper knife, that's okay. If he just has a knife, we're just good to go. So just disable the tutorial right now and activate the waypoint down here. That's important. Now we need some health potions.
You're going out there, don't go unprepared. Goodbye, my friend.
And we need this quest. We actually don't need this quest at all. We actually don't need to kill the shaman. Let me just get the torch here. The torch does more damage. If you get the knife as a weapon from the first enemy, just take the torch. So actually we don't need to kill the shaman, but we need some experience, which helps, and we need a lot of gold. So that's why I take out some enemies, and I also will take out the shaman, because the easiest way to get gold is going for this chest here, which is locked by the shaman, obviously. So, as soon as you start fighting the shaman, he will... well, he doesn't run at all. Normally he runs away from you, so it's a good idea to get on his left side so that he runs against the walls here. Ah, that's a very good drop here. Just take the waypoint back to the village. Give the quest.
You defeated? Forgot something?
And we have... oh wow, we have so much money. That's one of the best drops I ever got. We can buy really much stuff. Okay, that's more like it.
We shall see you again, I hope.
So yeah, as I said, you don't need to get the shaman. You mainly need some potions. Around 25 are normally enough. we're just happy that we got so much to buy, gold to buy right now. In the run before I had around 30, I guess, which is also totally fine. It might happen that before you get to the shaman, one enemy might drop a recipe for an artifact. These 3 recipes you can sell for 7,500 gold. And the 7,500 gold is more than enough, so if you are lucky and drop one of these recipes, it happened to me once in all my speedruns, but you can drop it, and if you drop it you don't need to kill the shaman at all and save some minutes. We just have to go a very far way here, up to past Delphi. We have to get to the Parnas to do a glitch. And we don't want to kill any enemies because, well, killing enemies is slow. And we want to finish the game, obviously, in a speedrun as fast as possible. And since we will eat a lot damage on our way to the Parnas, yeah, it's just good to have some potions. As I said, around 30 is the best you can, well, is the minimum you need. And also some additional equipment, some white equipment. Does fit very well. Oh yeah, I can upgrade my health since I had a level up. Nice one, tiger. So, yeah, for skilling, I'm just walking here so I can commentate a little bit on skilling. In the 90% run we normally use 2. Well, you have a lot of options to go for as a class. The fastest class is the Haruspex, which is the combination of hunting and dream. It's a little bit more convenient to start with dream because of how the skills in dream are set. So that's why I go like this way for the first level up. You don't need a level up either, so if you are really lucky and find the recipe, you also don't need to farm for level up. You just need at least 1 skill point as soon as you arrive the Parnas. But in Delphi you can just talk to the Oracle, and that gives you 2000 experience points, and that's by far enough to just, yeah, get everything you need. So we don't have... oh, we're a little bit lucky here. No one so far. There are... well, beginning at this area we just passed, there are some enemies, some centaur enemies. With spears. Oh, there's one. There's one. There was one. A trapper. If you see some grey centaurs with spears, you have to watch out because they are trappers. They will throw nets at you. And yeah, well, with the nets if a net hits you, you will get stuck on the ground. And all the enemies that are chasing you can, yeah, just catch up and you're pretty much dead. Right now, maybe you aren't dead, but in the later parts of this area, you will be pretty much dead if a net hits you. So luckily, you can manipulate the AI very good, because if the centaur sees you for the first time, he pretty much always will come for a normal hit and then throw the net. So you can pretty much estimate when the net will be thrown and then just dodge it. It's quite convenient. It's a little bit of practice, but you get the feeling when the net will come pretty soon. Hopefully I can show it during the run. I could get lucky and actually hit no centaurs, which would be crazy. So yeah. So you might think about it, hey wait, He's going with level 2 through Karata Forest past Cyclope. How does he want to get level ups for skill points? We don't need level ups for skill points. We can get skill points through a glitch. But for this glitch, we just need to go yeah, to the powers. Oh, that was a shout. Well, technically you don't have to get to the Parnas, but there's an area where the glitch works for all users. There's a small area where if your PC is slow enough, you can also perform the glitch, I will say that. On the PC I'm currently playing on, this PC is too fast, so I cannot do the glitch at this specific point. The PC I used before works. So we're in Boeotia now, and that's pretty much the place from now on. If a trapper gets you, you're pretty much dead. So you just have to know where to walk. There's one trapper, there's another one, there's a third. Oops. They have some action here. There's a fourth trapper. So better watch out that you get... Oh, a fifth trapper. And... Oh wow, good. So here, right in the middle of Ambrosus, you might notice... If you notice that there is a small freeze, it can be that the game for half a second just freezes. If it freezes, you can do the glitch here as well. I will explain the glitch later, so you will get an idea what it looks like, and I just had to notice it because I could do it earlier. Well, not earlier, but on my old PC I could do it. And now I can't anymore because my PC is now too fast. So I was very lucky to not get any trappers here. Normally there are tons of trappers in this matchup. What am I saying here? In this area, of course. So yeah, I'm just walking to Delphi right now. So let's see, there's normally a trapper also. Oh, and there it is. Hello. So he strikes one time and then will throw the net. As I said. So it's pretty easy to dodge the net. Just move in a different direction as soon as you see him throw it. So yeah, I might get a little bit screwed up in this run because I'm not... Yeah, I normally don't play on the English version since I'm German. I normally play on the German version. I think you can hear it in my accent and my wording. I still think that my English pretty sucks. So we're in the city of Delphi, and here's a small shortcut. Right there, when the next... at the next corner here, you can just... Oh, I just passed it. There was the shortcut. You can take it, it saves some seconds. So yeah, as I said, we want to talk with the Oracle, which will give us 2000 XP points. We need 1500 more to get the next level up, so... It looks like we got almost nothing, but we got one full level up and a little bit more. So we just want to spend 2 points because we will need one skill point unused. We will need one unused skill point. So I just go for this one, and I normally go for the Phantom Strike. I only need the Phantom Strike in the upcoming cave, but there are some enemies which can get really annoying, the Limers. And the Phantom Strike is very good for these enemies. don't want to kill them, but with a Phantom Strike you disappear from the world for a short time, and that's exactly what we need. We want to disappear from the world so that the Limus don't focus us for some seconds. So that's very good for us. That's a very good option to take. So for now we're just going through the cave. The Limus will be coming up soon. And that's actually where my previous run from the first recording died. I forgot to take the Phantom Strike, and of course I got trolled by the Limus. So yeah, really think about doing this one. You can go try hard, but well, actually I'm not getting. Oh, there are some Limus. I just don't want them to hit me. They are moving a little bit faster than us, and they have a pretty annoying attack. It's a life drain, which slows you down and deals a lot of damage. So much damage that we will pretty much die from it. So I normally go for the Phantom Strike as soon as I see a Limus, so that he can't focus us. So yeah, we're coming to the glitch, and yeah, the glitch is very interesting. There are two small instances in the game. If you spend a skill point, the game happens to do the calculation for the skill point. So the calculation, does he have a skill point? Yes, he has one. So withdraw one from the unused skill points and add one to the skill which you have just skilled. This calculation just happens in the next frame, and because it happens in the next frame, if I do it more than one time while only having one skill point left in one single frame, I can actually spend more points than I have. So we just have to spend multiple skill points in one frame. And how do we do that? We either would need to click more than one time per frame, which is pretty much impossible, or we get the game to freeze. And luckily there are some areas where the world loader of this game doesn't keep up, because the world he has to load is too big. And one of these areas is right here. So get the camera in the normal position, where you are not zoomed in or out. It's numpad 2 normal by default. And then just walk here, and then get in here, and the game will freeze. And as soon as the game freezes, just click as fast as you can on one skill point. So, and then don't forget to do the undo, because if you don't undo the skills, you're pretty much fucked. Because then your skill point is gone. You always need one skill point left. So, and that again, go back to the main menu and do it again. The game will always freeze. If you don't zoom in or out as you come in here, you also can press 2 on the numpad to achieve that. If you don't do that, if you have this camera angle, the game will always freeze between these two huts. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is I will just get the Trance of Wrath, and I died. That's not good. I will need the Trance of Wrath to deal a lot of damage. So you see that. Maybe I can get another one right now. I don't know. Oh, I got one. That's good. So you get in this cave here, and I would really recommend to do this one. You get in this cave here, kill the enemies. You need the Trance of Wrath for this. So that's why I took it. And it's the best skill to get more experience while just running, because the Trance of Wrath just kills all enemies. So you zoom all the way in, zoom all the way out, and just walk downwards here. And you get another freeze just between these two rocks here. And then you get back up here. And when you're standing up here and zoom completely in, the world will unload the area which causes this long loading. And you can just skill some points, and then you can zoom back out, and then you can skill more points. It's pretty convenient that you can have it here. And I think I got everything I need for now. Yes, I do. You need Trance of Wrath, Lucid Dream, Temporal Flux for total speed, this one is important, Distort Reality, and Temporal Rift. Distort Reality is also one of our skills for now. So, since we want to get back here later to get the hunting masteries, we just set a portal here, and make sure that you don't die from now on, because if you die now, the portal will be gone. If you're not that good in the game, you could at the Parnas here, you could activate this waypoint to be sure, but you normally don't need to. So yeah, for now we just maybe getting some gold. We can need some gold actually. And we just need to walk past some enemies, because the Trance of Wrath, which we got activated, just will kill all enemies. And just when you walk to Athens, when you run to Athens, you will have hit just enough enemies to get level 8, which is important because you need level 8 for the second skill tree. So that one is very good. And I got no bow, that's not good. Okay.
I can't believe it.
What can help here is if you happen to get
Thank you, but goodbye.
Yeah. So I've done this also. If you get a bow from the Gorgons, that will be the bow you will need, you will use in the run. If you don't get it, well, that pretty much sucks, because then you have to buy one. What did I sell there? Okay, we need one special type of boots from now on. From this merchant to later, they can appear. Boots of journeying. They aren't here right now. Okay, so just get ahead. You could farm for them here, but it's not really worth it. There is there's later a point in the game where you should farm for them if you don't get them. If you get them here, it's very good, then you don't need them later. But right now you don't have to farm for them. So we're getting level 7 right now, which is good. As I said, we need to hit level 8 as soon as we get to Athens. So if you don't get enough experience, just take a little bit a longer route. Don't get hit by the trappers, they're still annoying. Get a little bit longer round, kill some more enemies, and you're pretty much good. Because the Trance of Wrath just deals too much damage right now. So yeah, I didn't mention it, but you should estimate when the freeze is incoming at the glitch. When you do the glitch, you should estimate when the freeze is incoming and prepare for it, and already have the mouse over the skill. If you don't have it over the skill, it might be that the game freezes, you're clicking like mad, and you notice that after the freeze you just had spent 1 skill point. I don't know why this happens, but it happens often enough to talk about it. We didn't get that much experience right now, so I have to take some extra rounds. There was... oh yeah, there. So that's... Beastman Archer number... wait, what? Okay, that's more like it. Oh, there's... that was an Easter egg item there. Nice. So that should be enough. I will make sure that it is. Okay, that should be enough. As soon as we talk to the Indians, we should get it. Yeah, we got it. So yeah, what we can do here is
Hail, warrior.
check the merchants for boots of journeying.
Once I sell everything I've got, I'm setting sail for some. I
Nope.
will buy them.
Okay. So then let's get back to the portal we just laid down, because now we are level 8. So we can choose our second mastery, which will be hunting, as I said. And then just repeat the glitch. Zoom in, zoom out, get down here, click like mad, and go up here, undo the points, spend your points, zoom in. I just forgot. Normally you do it better. You can do it better by, if you do it like this, spend the points, undo, get back up here, zoom in, and then spend the points. That's the fastest way to do it. Because then you can go like this and just repeat it. So in the Hunting Mastery you can use a lot of skills. If you're not that familiar, I would recommend to take all the skills. If you're a little bit more familiar with the game, you can go for fewer skills and just add more skills later. Because we will get some level ups automatically until the end of the run, and you can just use the skill points from these level ups to make further levels. I accidentally skilled all my skills. As I said, we need one left to trigger the glitch. And this one we need as well. Okay, one more time. And then we already have everything we need. I normally get the defensive skills later in the game. So here this Distortion Field, Premonition and Defiant Cover. They are perfect for getting later, as well as the Herbal Remedy if I want it, or the Summon Nightmare. I normally go for the Nightmare as high specs. I normally should go for the Herbal Remedy, but we will get the points. Just take the Herbal Remedy with you if you're not that familiar. It is really good at one point. So yeah, we need Study Prey with the add-on, Call of the Hunt with the add-on, Marksmanship with the both of the add-ons. These one will be our main attack skills. With the Volley, of course, helps the damage skill. Gouge also helps the damage skill. Art of the Hunt. Trailblazing is a very, very, very strong movement skill. Trailblazing is the reason why the Haruspex is the fastest class, along with Temporal Flux. These two give the greatest speed boost you can have permanently, and that's why we are using the Haruspex mainly. So again, we didn't have Boots of Journeying yet, so we better check for them again.
Farewell. What do you
No
want?
luck here. No luck here as well. I just need one bow. Which bow you get is pretty much not important. Why isn't it important? Because, well, up to now, we have, well, for now we have very many skills, and skills are pretty strong in Titan Quest. They can carry you just through the normal difficulty. We will see at the end of the run that it tends to get harder because we don't have equipment, but it doesn't get that difficult that you can finish the run. You just have to pay a little bit attention in the end of the run. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, you only need a bow and the Boots of Journeying. The Boots of Journeying you need because they give movement speed bonus, and the movement speed is the most important one. That's also why I immediately activated the Call of Hunt. Art of the Hunt, sorry. I'm not that familiar with the English names. I also will take Marksmanship and Study Prey here, and Call of the Hunt and not Study Prey, it was the Distort Reality, which I need here. So, and for now we are just getting through the cathedral, and I should maybe take the right path, which I didn't take again, because the right path is actually here. Very good one. You can always do it like this. But I didn't say you should do it like this. Slight difference. So yeah, and for now, pretty much like every boss works. If you open the door, get the Call of the Hunt, Study Prey in, and then just shoot him down. So we can use some more things here.
Mysterious warrior.
Because we didn't get the Boots of Journeying right now. You really need these Boots of Journeying right now. They give movement speed and they give pretty much movement speed. There are actually two types of boots which will give movement speeds. Boots of Travel and Boots of Journeying. But the Boots of Travel give you 7 to 13% of movement speed, and Boots of Journeying will give you 17 to 23%. So if these two merchants now don't have them...
We've fallen on hard so long.
The beasts have claws and teeth, but you have fire.
Okay.
So long.
So they don't have them, so I will just activate this fountain here and get back to the main menu, reload the game, and see if the merchants have them now. I will just farm here for the boots.
The beasts have claws and teeth, but you have by now.
My shop is a shadow of its former glory. Good luck.
Hello.
That were Boots of Travel. I saw the movement speed, but it was only 11%. So yeah, as I said, we're just farming right now.
The beasts have claws and teeth, but you have fire. You have Zeus-like bolts to throw, and I have things to sell you.
So that's...
So long.
My shop is a shadow of its
okay,
Bye.
we have to
Good
take
day.
these ones. 18% is
Come again.
about the worst that you can get. As I said, you can get up to 23%. But maybe we can compensate that with a lucky drop for Hermes. There's an artifact, Hermes Sandal. I don't know how the English name is exactly. It should be something like this. Which gives 5% movement speed per stack. And yeah, sometimes you're lucky and get one. And by the end of Act 1 you should get all the Hermes Sandal parts together and attach them to the boots that you have. Because you might end up with maximum movement speed if you get them. If you get 23% movement speed and 2 Hermes Sandal, you will never need Mastery Shrines. Oh yeah, for now, I didn't mention it. If you now see any Mastery Shrines, So the yellow ones, the bright yellow ones, not the dark orange ones, which are the combat marks. I need the bright yellow mastery shrines. If you see one, take it, because the mastery shrine will upgrade all your skills by 4 levels. And oh yeah, here's a small shortcut which you can take. Very convenient. And yeah, the how's it called? Trailblazing. That skill, if it gets upgraded by 4 skills, it lands on 33% additional movement speed. So you get, on top of the 18 that you have from the normal skill, you get 15% extra. And the maximum movement speed in this game is 166%. And let me just check how much I have right now. I have 148. So yeah, 18 from the boots and another 20%, not 20, 30% from 12% from the total speed here at Temporal Flux and 18% from Trailblazing. And if I get a Mastery Shrine now, the Trailblazing and the Temporal Flux give more movement speed and I will land on the maximum movement speed of 166%. Pretty much every time. That's also why the Harrispex is one of the fastest classes, if not the fastest one. Because it has the best permanent movement speed and it has the best movement speed peak if you happen to run into Mastery Shrines. Yeah. So for now we have quite bad equipment for this run, but that's only good, even because this run is not going for PB anyways, since I just want to show you guys how the run is done. And if you get better equipment, it's always good. Of course, only if you get better equipment by not sacrificing too much time for it. So yeah, for the labyrinth here, you just should memorize the paths you need. I just did memorize them. It's pretty much memorizing the paths for the whole game. So yeah, for the Minotaur here, I won't take the Call of the Hunt, because it's better using it at the Talcane. So, Heracles, that's not good. Okay. No Hermes here. I can use this one. Okay. Now we're talking about it. As soon as this one hits, I activate the Call for the Hunt. Because it helps pretty much taking down these statues and the Talcane itself. Oh yeah, for the early bosses you can go near them and just tank them, because if you go near them that's also not what I wanted. Okay.
You just...
I don't have a Hermes, that's nice. That's not nice, of course. Yeah, if you go near bosses, you will also trigger the Trance of Wrath of them, which not only deals damage but also reduces it also reduces the resistances of our enemies, which is quite nice for us because lower resistance means far more damage. But yeah, you can only do it if the boss doesn't deal that much damage that he kills you. That was a Shrine of Healing, that is one of Thorns. I don't get the Mastery Shrines right now. Which is pretty bad because I have rather slow movement speed boots. As I said, one pair of the worst movement speed boots you can get. Well, it's 1% better than the worst you can get, but that doesn't really help. So yeah, we're in Act 2, of course. Act 1 is pretty much the preparation for everything. Getting the glitch, setting up all the skills you need, getting the movement speed boots, and Act 2 is a little bit more technical, and 3, 4, 5 is just running through it the best way you can. So we also don't need any more items. We can get some items later. There are some instances where we can sell items without losing any time, which is pretty convenient for us. But for now it's just running again. Act 2 is the shortest and has a little bit more technique for them. But also this act you can play one-handed. You might have heard it, that I just got some water into my glass with my left hand while still playing. So yeah, not that many shortcuts you can take here. And as I said, it's just about knowing the path. We have some unused skills. Oh yeah, I wanted to get the herbal remedy. The herbal remedy is good for exactly one enemy boss, which got a complete overhaul in the anniversary edition. Oh yeah, I could focus a little bit on this. Well, actually, I will talk later on that, I guess, because right now we get a head in Memphis. In Memphis, I have to explain a little bit how you get the fastest way. Because in Memphis the path splits, and you can save a lot of time by taking the right path and not going too many ways. So yeah, as soon as we arrive in Memphis, I have some splits set up for this at the stairs. You want to activate the waypoint here, because we will later travel back to Memphis. So it's important to get the waypoint. And then we will head for Geyser. And also, before we enter the Sphinx, where we need to get the items from, we will also get the waypoint. Just a small way more to save a little bit more time later. Because now we're in the Sphinx, and we just need to enter the Sphinx and get one item. Well, after a boss fight. As soon as we get the item, we can port back to the waypoint we just activated and straight head for Fayum. Head straight for Fayum. Well, as I said, my English is not the best. So yeah, upcoming boss fight again. So let's just get all the big statues together. Oh yeah, if you can manage to get multiple enemies together, you will deal more damage because of how the attack skill of the hunter is working, how the marksmanship is working. You have the the two upgrades. One of the upgrades will will give a chance that the projectiles pierce enemies, and yeah, with the other one, upcoming. Right here, there's another spot where the game just constantly freezes, so I will take advantage of that one. Okay. To get some more health. It's just convenient to get some health here. You don't need to. I normally do it because anyways the game freezes. Yeah, as I wanted to say, the second upgrade just launches shrapnels each time an arrow hits, and this shrapnels deal some piercing damage. And if you get big enemies right next to each other and fire on them, you have a pretty high chance that the arrow will hit one enemy, launch the shrapnels, and right away pierce through the enemies, hit another one, and launch shrapnels again. So you multiply your damage by many times if you have many enemies on one spot. And that's always a good idea if you have this boss fight, just to multiply the enemies. I just collected some items because here I can
Well, look, a mighty
sell
warrior
some items
from
while
Paradise. I'm sure you will
Imhotep
find
up
just
there
what
is
you are looking for.
doing some stuff.
Goodbye now.
Actually, I didn't have that much items. That many items. I could have had more items to sell. I will need some more items, I guess. I normally want to land on like 100k gold, which is not that hard. Oh, there's a mastery shrine. So that's pretty much, yeah, that's the max movement speed you can get in this game, and you just notice that it's a lot faster than the movement speed we had before. So depending on how much movement speed you got, you can you reach with your equipment, depending on whether you get Hermes or not. It's a good idea to just take every mastery shrine you can see. We also activate the waypoint here in Theben. Because again we just run to the king's tomb. Wow, I don't know the English for terminus of the Egyptian mythology actually. But yeah, we just need to enter the place, and we if we can warp out later, it's a lot faster than walking out. I actually in one run forgot it to activate the waypoint, and I had to walk out. And that's a hell of a shame if you have to do this. Oh yeah, Body of the Kings. Yeah. We just need to enter the Tomb of Ramses. Again, some level ups. I don't really have any more skills that I can use. Normally I use the skill points I got here. I get not that many skill points through the glitch. And I just do skills like find cover, some defensive stuff. Here the premonition. I do it now, normally. So again, we can tank this Telpan. And we need this tablet, and that's all we need. Normally, but I also get this one, and then back to Thebes. I actually saw that I got a Artemis there. That's good.
You defeated
So yeah, we got some stuff here, which is good. 65,000 gold. Yeah, that should be enough if I sell the stuff here. So yeah, we are already exiting the second part of the game, the second act. That's the last part of this act. We just need to go through this temple and activate the portal at the end of the temple. Well, we have one more boss fight, but it isn't too hard. I'm running really low on mastery shrines on this run. Well, just good for showing how a bad run could look like. So yeah, there we are. So I'm getting chest here as well. Actually won't need it, I guess. I think I won't need it. But yeah, open the portal here and get to Babylon. And here is why we need the gold. Because this merchant is the first one who can sell greater potions. Greater health potions. And greater is the... I think it's the best that you can get on normal difficulty. And we just want to buy enough potions to get through the game. So that's by far enough for the rest of the run. You might have seen that I bought very fast. You actually can buy with the left mouse button and the right mouse button, so I just used both mouse buttons to buy stuff. It's some interesting thing. Some nice thing to save time. And yeah, as I said, we should now have by far enough points, enough potions to get through the run. So yeah, as I said, there is something some things are there you need to know about Act 2, so the waypoints that you use. Not that much really important, just some very good time saves. And yeah, same as for Act 3 and 5. Well, Act 4 is kinda 2 minutes, so for that as well. Well, the thing is, Act 3 and 5, they have just very few shortcuts and are pretty much straightforward. One of the few shortcuts that you have in Act 3 is already here, in the Temple of Marduk. Oh yeah, sometimes the game can freeze here as well, but the freezes here are very inconsistent. So I won't try to dupe on them. So yeah, here's a shortcut that many people might overlook. That you can just go through this gate and come this way. I did overlook it very often before. So, and here's upcoming our next boss fight. The Chimera. And Chimera's dead. So you could talk to the NPC here, but that just wastes time and you don't need to, so that's why I'm just getting out. And go ahead. And now we have a pretty long walkathon. We don't need to kill any monster until we get to the Yellow Emperor. So for 10 to 15 minutes, no enemy killed. If you're playing on the Immortal Throne version, of course you will be a lot slower. But in the Anniversary Edition they made the whole game harder. It's much more difficult in the Anniversary Edition. They made a lot balancing updates, and actually in the Immortal Throne version you didn't have any problem on completing Act 5 without equipment, just the skills you have. You didn't have a problem with that. Actually the bosses in the Anniversary Edition in Act 5 can get pretty hard. And that's the reason why I take the herbal remedy with me. Because actually the boss Cerberus, that one is interesting. Because in the original Titan... Well, this boss deals fire damage and poison damage. Herbal Remedy gives you resistance against poison damage. And the thing is, I didn't take it for a long time because from my experience in the Immortal Throne version, Cerberus deals far more fire damage than poison damage. But somehow they made it now in the Anniversary Edition, it's the other way around. So it's Cerberus is dealing more poison damage than fire damage. And that's the reason why the Herbal Remedy now is a valuable skill against Cerberus. Because now you get a lot tankier against him. Which is really good because before I used the Herbal Remedy, he actually ate up like 3 or 4 runs that were on a very good pace. Almost world record pace. And I got there and I just died 2 or 3 times, and that was really annoying, but yeah, the Herbal Remedy rocks. In the Anniversary Edition only. You don't even need it in the original Immortal Throne version, so, well, point for Immortal Throne again. So I'd say it's easier to get into the run with the Immortal Throne version, but it's faster to play the Anniversary Edition. Oh yeah, here's also a small shortcut as you have seen right now. I just didn't take the path. I just walked straight to the right and it works. So yeah, the Ice Cavern. There's also a boss, but we don't need to kill him in order to advance. It's one of the most important bosses in the 90% Legendary run. But here for the normal 90%, you just don't need it. So yeah, for the... there he is. The Yeti. And yeah, for the 90% Legendary run, we don't run as hero specs because, yeah, as I said, you will need more equipment. And you can't expect to get very good equipment for the hero specs. So you run better with a class that isn't that dependent on equipment. And that's why we normally take, I think it's the Seer? Might be. The Spirit and Nature combo. And we just go on pets. Which is really nice. Pets are very nice in the 90% Legendary. And also in the Anniversary Edition they got upgraded, so with a Seer you just can do the run in the Anniversary Edition. the pets have far more health and even get more health from the giant yeti. And that's why we need to kill him in the any percent legendary run. But that's just a small explanation to the any percent legendary, since we don't have to do anything but walking right now. Because right now we're just ahead of the Great Wall. Wow. So yeah, as I said before, Act 1 is just setting up everything, and yeah, then you just need some information about the routes. What is the fastest way to get through the acts as soon as you have set it up, your skills and your equipment with the bow and the boots. And then you just need some information on the paths, and mostly there aren't that many informations on the path. I could go with a commentary like, and now you have to turn, well actually you have to turn left here, and then you have to go through this gate, but well, it kinda gets annoying. So yeah, the Jingyang Woods are actually a little bit more interesting to it. Because right here you can go here. That's a little bit faster. And as soon as you get through this part and see the health fountain on your minimap, you can just pass through it and just go right. Just follow the river here. You don't need to follow the way, follow the river over the second bridge, and again just follow the river to the third bridge. Gives a lot of saves a lot of time, and you can just pass through here. That's also obvious. So yeah, and there we are at Chang'an. Chang'an outskirts, and we get to the city right now. Actually, didn't want to move. Mastery Shrine, very nice. Again here, activate the waypoint, we will need it. And then get through the farmland again. And yeah, here in this part it's very important to know the path. I normally take the path down to the river and then right after the river I just follow it to the bridge, and that's the most important thing for me. So here over the bridge, then you can just go straight after it. If it wasn't night you could see a slight path here leading there it is, yeah. And if you follow the path you're pretty much good. Here you can go again a little bit cross country through this camp, and then you have a slight path here as well. But more this direction here. And then you should hit this path here to the Keon Ashant pretty much soon. Yeah, and again over the bridges, just normal. I almost ran the wrong way. And then 10 minutes after we had the Marduk Temple. Yay! We finally arrive at Mount Keon, where we have the next enemy to get. if the character doesn't get stuck. Almost got eaten there. We have to kill this one because here's a wall if we don't kill him. And we need to speak to the Emperor and just get a passage to Chang'an, back to Chang'an. We need to speak to the Emperor in order to unlock the gate right there. Wait a second. The gate right over there. We can't talk to this guard as long as we don't have talked to the Emperor. So that's why we just need to talk to the Emperor and teleport back to Chang'an. Yeah, this is also a thing. If it's night, that has trolled me a lot. You have to get past this cave and then you see this rebirth fountain. But it's actually far more to the left than the tree I was walking over. And this fallen tree is the only bridge over there. And in the beginning I had very much trouble just getting to this tree or finding this tree when it was night. So that might be a thing you want to pay attention of. So yeah, and then it's again just going through the caves. Actually, you will notice that I also won't use the Call of the Hunt for the next boss. But that's just because Typhon is a very strong boss, and we will get to Typhon before the cooldown would be over of Call of the Hunt, if we used it at the Talcine. So that's why we don't want to use it, because you better use it at Typhon. Because Typhon is a really strong enemy. In the old Immortal Throne, with the old balancing, actually Typhon was stronger than Hades. For the most characters. So yeah, that's why I'm a little bit slower right now. I was a little bit lucky that he spawned some minions right away. Okay, we got him. Yeah, and obviously you don't need any more. You don't need any more items, because the health potions should fit. If you're not sure with the health potions, of course you can pick up some more items and buy more health potions, if you're not that familiar with it. So for Typhon we have a Shrine of Mastery here, and we have a battle marker here. And with these two we can just get them down really fast and advance. That was all. That was even a golden split. Nice. I didn't expect to make a golden split here, but okay. So yeah, Act 5 also pretty much straightforward. Not that much to know about this. The only thing to note about this act is the fact that I'm walking the wrong way somehow. No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, in the Anniversary Edition, the bosses and the enemies got a lot harder. So, if you're running on the Ultimate Throne, you're pretty good here, because you can walk more straightforward than you can do in the Anniversary Edition. You will notice later that we will eat a lot of damage. I even got killed by the upcoming two guards here, by these two guys. Even they deal damage, as you can see.
You killed my...
And they actually never brought me, yeah, nearly back to low health. Oh yeah, I just also, I don't know if you have seen it. I also activated the waypoint in the city, because we will need to teleport back here later. To save time. Pretty much the same as in Act 2. Because walking out of an area is just slow. And yeah, through the swamps here. Yeah. Here's the first bridge that you can use as a marker, and there's the rebirth fountain on your map then that you can use, because we need to get over this bridge. Yeah, that's actually one pretty good thing you can start with. The rebirth fountains are good markers on your map to get an idea in which direction you have to get. Except for one exception, and I will get to this one soon, because this one is a troll in terms of rebirth foundations. Rebirth foundation, genau. Rebirth fountains. There's one fountain which is a really troll. It looks like, oh yeah, I have to get there, but you can't get there because you have to get a way around. So yeah, Temple of the Grey. The Greys are really, really, really annoying, and that's why I would summon a Nightmare here. They can really deal damage. Oh, they are nice for now. They are pretty nice currently. Dying to the Greys is really not that uncommon. And yeah, then we just get back to Medea's Grove.
Not since Perseus.
Oh yeah, if you have concerns here about the number of your potions, you could also... Oh damn it, I just need to revert my splits. Okay. I'm after Epirus. Okay. I messed up some splits here and I'm not sure where I messed up, so that's why I reverted it. And actually I'm walking wrong. So yeah, you might have noticed that Medea, as she opened the gate, took some time to do this, to do that. So if you're not that certain whether your health potions are enough, you can just pick up some items from the Greys, and yeah, sell the items while Medea is doing this animation. There is a merchant right to the north from Medea. And yeah, there you can sell while she's doing this animation. So you don't lose time in selling. Yeah, so now we are in Hades. The area Hades. And here also we have some bosses, some routes we need to know, but yeah, the routes are pretty. You can get the routes. It should take a maximum 5 runs to get the routes in your memory. It's not that hard. So here's the bridge.
Stay back or be destroyed. One may pass.
So Charon is actually a not that hard enemy. It's one of the easier ones. Although he has 2 phases, you can tank down pretty much both phases. Quite easy, as you have seen. And so yeah, this area is a little bit interesting. You just have to follow the path like this. You just go up and then go left. Up left, there you have the stairs to go up here. You normally go through this swamp-like area and then find a stair up. And then you go back to the swamp-like area and find a stair up. And the stair up in the second area is up right. So it's up left, up right, and then not straight up, but it's almost straight up here. Up, left, down, up, right, down, left, up, and then there is a little left up, and then there you can get through this quite fast. So yeah, City of Lost Souls, also not that hard to get through. Just don't take the first stairs here. The first stairs are a dead end. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. That's why I also accidentally killed the enemy, because I couldn't get around him, and yeah. As I opened the map, I muted my mic. So these stairs here are interesting because no matter how good your PC is, your frames will drop like mad. You might have seen it in the video. No, it's not YouTube. No, it's not your video player. It's not dropping frames on the recording. It was the game dropping frames. And you will notice it yourself. At this point somehow it's always dropping frames like mad. I actually took a wrong path here. You want to go here and then here. And then you have the stairs up, and these are a good sign. If you get this agora, you can go up here, over there, then it's just left down and follow the path. Well, not really follow the path, you can shortcut here. And here, and here. Yeah, again you see the rebirth fountain. You see it over there, so there you have to go. And then comes the rebirth fountain, which is trolling. You have to go down there, and you might notice that there is up to the one at the top right appearing. There it is. And that's not the rebirth fountain you need to. You need to get the one on the downside, on the bottom side. There it is. Because you need to get all this way here around. Through Erebus. And just as you are through Erebus, you will get back here, and there is the rebirth fountain you saw earlier. On the map, you see that it's here, and you saw it from down there, and you just had to get all the way here, around here, and that's the one that is trolling. That's what I meant. Oh yeah, we just had the first time that there were Macha's enemy. And these ones are really annoying. They deal a ton of damage. And so actually, as soon as we hit Erebus, and the red all's here, it's also possible that we die from normal monsters. Because these guys can deal a lot of damage. The Mahai deal a lot of damage. So make sure that you don't stop here. They mostly deal poison damage from poison clouds, so if you don't stop, you know, you're normally fine against them. The Mahai you also shouldn't stop. They move a little bit faster than you, but that's okay. And here we go for the most annoying area, in my opinion, in the game, the Tower of Judgment. It was... I'm happy that I play on the Anniversary Edition now, where you move faster and the game runs faster, because literally all these we have 5 domains now, and all these 5 domains are 1 minute each on the old Immortal Throne version. That means you spent 5 minutes of the run just running through this Tower of Judgment. Which is just a riot. And I didn't really like it, the design, because it is big, which might be good for a casual gameplay, but for a speedrun it is so big that I thought, does it really have to be that big, the area? And I'm not complaining very often. I'm one of the few speedrunners that doesn't complain on autoscrollers. And that this area alone is going on my nerves says a lot. So yeah. And it's, again, just needing to know where you have to go. You will find that out by yourself. I guess I don't have to comment on that. Actually, the second and first domain might troll you a bit, especially the first domain, because I don't know how to say it. I somehow got a feeling how the levels or how the areas are designed by the game developers, and I had this feeling, and I pretty much got through with this feeling. So when I had the feeling, oh yeah, it's more, it feels more that I have to go up here, and I went up, then it was the right way. But especially when we head here to the first domain, it's just the other way around. So it looks on the minimap, or generally it looks like, oh yeah, it looks like it look. I'm doing this on purpose now. It looks like, oh, I have to go. When I come here, it looks like, oh, I have to go here. No, you don't have to go here. You have to go this way. And there are multiple areas, multiple incidents in this. Also, I don't know how many times I landed on this platform over there, or how many times I ended up. Oh yeah, there's the exit, so I have to go this way. No, you don't have to go this way, you have to go there. I don't know how many times I end up doing it wrong. You just have to memorize it. So yeah, actually time for... It's Cerberus. And see how few damage he does. He mainly does poison damage, and we have a lot of poison resistance there. 72%. And he almost deals no damage.
Thank you for free.
He like dropped me instantly before I used the skill. So if you're playing on the Anniversary Edition, I definitely recommend to use the herbal remedy. So yeah, we are in Elysium now. And that's also a lot of just knowing the way, as it is in the whole Titan quest. But you should pay attention that you don't run in too many enemies. The Furies don't do that much damage. The Impulsors can get a little bit annoying. The Siege Striders are... Well, if you choose to just keep staying at a place near a Siege Strider, you're pretty much done. So, yeah. And yeah, again, it's a lot of knowing the path, the fields of the Diadachi. They are quite easy to know. As soon as you get to this path, you can just go over here and you're on the right one. And then, from this point on, you have one main path and many camps on the left and the right side. If you watch it, you see one main path and you see many camp entrances on the left and right side. You just have to make sure that you don't walk into one of the camps and just follow the main path. Oh, we are already here. That's good. If you get to this blocked way, you're pretty good. Because that's the right way. And yeah, then we can talk to Odysseus here. And remember to stay for a short time here. Because somehow if you walk away, the character, when it is not loaded, it might act slower. And one time I waited almost a minute there until the projectile came. So that's one thing to note. And we have 2 more bosses left. Under Titan. That one I should kite more. He deals damage. So you already see that I need to kite here. Otherwise I can get messed up a little bit. That's good. I don't know why I didn't hit the shackles. I normally should. So, and this is the last part of the game. Through this gate. And actually, if you're faster if you're walking this way. Oh yeah, you should care for these guys and for these giants, for these ones, because they can just charge on you, which they did, as I said it. If they charge on you, they can stun you, and stunning is pretty bad because the other enemies nearby deal a lot of damage. So you have to pay attention on them. If they charge you, well, you sometimes cannot do anything against it. But if you are on a door, if you have to open a door, it might be a good idea when there are some of these giants. It's just a good idea to get the Distort Reality, because that's area of effect stun, and it just can stun a lot of enemies. And just stun all the enemies which are getting on your nerves. So yeah, that's one way to get past them. So yeah, coming up there is the most difficult door in the game. It's literally the last door before the last boss. It's literally the last blockade that can really get on your nerves, and it's this one here. I made it through. That's good. But you saw how much damage I ate, and I even deactivated my Trance of Wrath. And here we are at the final boss. First phase. 2 phases left. Second phase. And the third phase is that one that deals damage. I definitely should not stand next to him for the Trance of Wrath. That's a really bad idea. I'm dead. The bad thing is, if you die there, you have to go through the bad door again and again and again. So I recommend not dying there, obviously. And to see that I get damage here. But as soon as the doors open once, it's not even the door which is getting on your nerves, it's just... As you just saw, it's more the amount of charge enemies of giants that is really wrecking you. Oh. So I hope... Oh, I don't have that much gold left. So yeah, that's how it How is it not done? And I got eaten again. Not really. Lucky one. I got lucky there. Yeah, and of course he has full health right away. So really pay attention that you don't die there. Wow, he really does not like me at all right now. I don't know why, but Hades tends to get more difficult every time I get to him. Actually, in the Immortal Throne version, you just can tank him right away. Get him! Very good. So the timing ends as soon as you enter the portal. There will a portal spawn as soon as you have talked to Persephone. And there it is. If you click on, as soon as you click on the yes, the timing ends. And that's it with the run. So yeah. I have to get back into the game because there's one thing I forgot to mention. Get back in the game. There's one option which I would recommend that you set. One key binding. There is... Where is it? Da, quick pickup. There it is. Here's the quick pickup. I think by default it's not set. I would recommend to set it because what this one does is let me just get to an easy map. It automatically picks up all items. Not all items, but it picks up gold, it picks up all potions, and it picks up relics. So that means if I have something here, yeah, that looks good. All nearby potions, gold, and relics. So if I use it here, I just pick up the gold. It's very fast because, well, yeah, you can just do it by running, and it's far better than doing this. So that's very important for the run. I didn't mention it earlier. So that's, I guess, that's about it. 1:34:12 is a little bit long, but I had very bad boots, and alone with boots you can save multiple minutes with better boots. So yeah, I also did die sometimes, but yeah, that's just it. So yeah, if you have any further questions, just feel free to ask them below the video. I will check at least once a day whether there are comments or not, so I can answer pretty much. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you!